Hey, Bob.
Great. Okay, guys, take a seat. Good morning, Winner's Circle 2 Toastmasters. So exciting to be here in a new space.
Aloha. It's great to see everyone.
Great job. Everybody give them another round of applause. All right, great. So we're going to be moving on to our prepared speeches. For our first prepared speech, delivering a non-pathways speech. He is working on pathways, but this speech did not fit the structure easily. It is a type of storytelling to inform. After getting some disrupting news from a friend, he had to review his personal encounters with subject in question. He'll recount those and inform us why we might want to know what he has uncovered. He's asking for 5 to 7 minutes. The title of his speech is My Friend Became a Satanist. Let's welcome, and let me get your research loaded here.
Good morning, everybody. I'm coming to you from a little laptop screen. Well, this is a story, actually multiple little stories, and it might be very helpful to you if you encounter the same kind of situation. I was on the phone once with a friend, a dear friend now, who was in Texas. And all of a sudden he says, wait, you must see this. And he shows me something on his table. And it was a little statue of Baphomet, which is the little goat thing, and it looks kind of really strange. And I thought, oh my, well, it has some history with Knights Templar, so if you're a history buff, And then he just says outright, I became a Satanist. He basically joined the Temple of Satan. Now, here is the awkward silence. Now, let me insert a little disclaimer that this is nothing about criminal people or horrible things or anything like that. No puppies were injured in the making of this speech and such. It is all about decent, average people. Now, when he told me that news, I was basically shocked. My reaction was sort of a protective parent reaction, I think. I thought, oh my God, you're being sucked into a cult. No, it can't be, my friend. Now, mind you, this guy goes to maybe kind of punk rock concerts, but other than that, he is very, truly assiduous in leading a very decent life. He does the right thing. He's very courteous to people. He has dogs, cats, a girlfriend. He works hard, and everything about him does not indicate what he just told me. So I was taken back, and I had to reevaluate, what does that mean? What does all that mean? It shook me. And this is the sort of kernel of my speech. What do you do when your friend says they became a Satanist? Am I overreacting? Am I being crazy about something? So what I did was a little self-inventory. I went back and I thought, well, what do I know about that? I'm born Roman Catholic, went to church on Sunday, altar boy stuff, and Satan's a bad guy, and what else do I know? Then I remembered, back at USC, this is ancient times ago, we had our little bicycles, new at university, the world's the oyster, there was so much like this freedom, kind of new freedom. We'd have our little bicycles, we'd go to campus, and on campus, they have kind of exhibitions, stuff for the students. And one of them was this little tent. And I went into the little tent, with a friend, and we were laughing and laughing our asses off because, we're college students and we were joking about everything. Inside this little tent, this is on campus and the people everywhere, but inside the tent, there was these little benches and what looked like basically a small stage play. Not a stage though, it'd be ground level. Sort of like something fourth graders would put on, but had no fourth graders, there's adults. So we're sitting in this little bench, kind of laughing, and these people came out in robes, different colored robes, some black, some orange, I think, and these things on their head, which were kind of akin to a colored box on their head, maybe with ears or something. And I was asking my friend, I'm like, what is this supposed to be? Some cheap Satanist ritual? And then at the end of it, they passed out these little thimbles filled with grape juice. And we were still laughing, going, this has got to be a joke, because what I thought in my mind was this, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. It was the psychology majors. The psychology majors were pulling one of those little things where they see if people react, and then they make their little notes, and we were just laughing our asses. So I'm a psychology major. I hope you have fun writing your paper on that. I also did a paper on werewolves. So I had to go down to the library at USC. It was a basement where the light bulbs are hanging from little wires. And I had to go all the way down to the basement and I checked out the Dewey Decimal System, my little werewolf book, and I was surrounded by the Satanist catalog that they had down in the library. So this stuff exists. So there was one more time, this is years later, and I saw that Satanic Bible in the bookstore, and I was all scared of it. My friend said, why are you scared of that book? So we bought it and looked at it, and it's just this guy who used to play the organ for the carnival, who's kind of mad at church people because they show up at the carnival and then at church. So what did I know? I thought to myself, well, I don't know anything. So what did I do? I asked my friend. I said, well, tell me about this temple of Satan. And he says, they don't believe in God, they don't believe in the supernatural, and they don't believe in the devil. So I thought, that doesn't make any sense. How can you be the temple of Satan and you don't believe in the devil? It just doesn't make sense. And then he says, it's a non-profit organization. And the guy that built it was contradicting, he was kind of protesting how the religious right has so much influence in politics, aka the Ten Commandments in the front of the state capitol. So they built a big Baphomet statue in front of the state capitol, mostly in protest of that. So in a sense, they're not a malevolent organization at all. They're mostly about freedom of religion, but they're doing it that way. And my friend just, I don't know, it's just a counterculture thing. So I took that back and I said to myself, well, have fun with that, But I sort of, deep down inside though, I think to myself, I'm still suspicious, how gullible people are, they fall into cults, but apparently they don't do any wrong, and they are basically regular, decent folk. So if you ever come up and somebody close to you says they've joined the Temple of Satan, don't be alarmed at all. Just ask them, oh, what's that all about? And I think you got a little heads up on how to deal with that in case it enters into your realm. Thanks. Have a blessed day.
Always entertaining and funny. I think just about any speech that Keith does is also a humorous speech, regardless of subject. Go ahead and record. Okay, great. We're recording. Welcome back after our short break. That was a very illuminating speech from God. I want to hear more. And I would say that, as usual, research is very assiduous whenever he looks into a new subject. He always gets into all the details and history of it. Very assiduous guy. Our next speaker is going to be
Thank you for such a practice. Thank you.
nothing like a good pun. All right, so with that closes our meeting. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We still have plenty of food. Do you have any comments on the meeting today?